Good evening, this is Anshnak. So, the topic is legal issues in augmented reality and virtual reality. So, first of all, what is augmented reality and virtual reality? So, augmented reality is a technology that overlays digital content such as visual images, graphics, and information onto the real world. It enhances our perceptions of reality by adding elements to our existing environment. So, examples of augmented realities are Snapchat filters and IKEA Place app. In Snapchat filters, using facial recognition to overlay fun and interactive digital masks or effects on users' face. IKEA Place app allows customers to visualize how furniture would look in their homes before purchasing. So other one is virtual reality. What is virtual reality? So, virtual reality creates a stimulated environment that immerses users in a computer generated 3D world. It isolates users from the real world, typically using headsets. So, the example of virtual realities can be as gaming and for education and for training. For gaming, games like Beat Saber, where players use VR headsets to interact with the virtual environment in a physical active way. For education, using VR simulations to teach complex subjects like anatomy or history, where students can explore 3D models or historical sites. And in for training, pilots using flight simulators for a realistic flying experience without leaving the ground. Both AR and VR have the potential to transform various industries by providing enhanced user experiences, improving learning outcomes, and creating new ways to interact with digital content. So, the legal issues faced in augmented reality and virtual reality are intellectual property rights, privacy concerns, liability and safety, ethical considerations, content regulations, virtual crimes, virtual trespass, and enforcement of real world laws. So, in intellectual property rights, AI and VR involve creating and using digital content. Dispute can arise over copyright infringement where virtual representation of real world objects or copyrighted material are used without permission. Developers, creators, and companies need to navigate IP laws to protect their innovations and avoid infringing on existing rights. Privacy concerns. AI and VR rely on cameras and sensors to function. Privacy issues emerge as data is collected, shared, and processed. For this platform collects data on users' interaction, movements, and conversation with the virtual space. It raises significant privacy concerns. User might not be aware of the extent of data collection of or how it's being used. If this data is mishandled or leaked, it could result in privacy violations and potential legal action against the platform provider. The third one is liability and safety. The immersed nature of AR and VR can lead to physical harm. User may trip or collide with real world objects while engaged in virtual experiences. For example, Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was introduced in India and in Pokemon Go, where players use their smartphones to catch virtual creatures that appear in real world locations. Some might appear in between the highway. So, because of that, many accidents already happened because of augmented reality. Liability and safety. The immersive nature of AI and VR can lead to physical harm. Ethical consideration next. As AR and VR impact behavior, relationships, and societal norms, ethical questions arise. How do these technologies influence empathy, social interactions, and cultural norms? Legal frameworks must address these aspects. Content regulations. Regulating AI and VR content is challenging. Harmful or illegal content can proliferate within these platforms. Striking a balance between freedom of expression and responsible content creation is crucial. Some might upload some content which is not safe, universal friendly. For example, some adult content which cannot be seen by everyone, which is illegal to do such things. uh, Virtual crimes. The immersive experiences of AI and VR can lead to new forms of virtual crimes. Assessing these crimes poses ethical challenges and requires new legal frameworks. One of the is like harassment in virtual environments. AI and VR platforms can become spaces for harassment. Legal systems need to adapt to protect individuals from such behavior in virtual settings. Another one is virtual trespass. The concept of trespass seeing takes on new dimensions in virtual spaces. Courts are still determining how traditional laws apply to virtual trespass created by vision technology devices. For example, we can take Pokemon Go, the game which was launched in India. In this game, players use their smartphones to catch virtual creatures that appear in real world. Now, suppose the game includes a feature where these virtual creatures can appear on private properties without the owner's consent. This could lead to a legal issue known as virtual trespassing. Property owners might argue that the game encourages players to intrude on their property rights even if the players are only entering virtually. Additionally, if the game uses real world landmarks or artworks as locations to find these creatures, it could raise copyright infringement concerns. The last one is enforcement of real world laws. So, applying existing laws to virtual realms is a knotty problem. Excess dimension shifting capabilities challenge traditional legal frameworks. We need different laws for this concern. We cannot apply the same laws which are applied in real world in this matter. For example, virtual trespass. The person who is trespassing doesn't have any intention to do any bad to the another person, but it happens due to virtual reality and augmented reality. Because of that, the person trespasses another private property. So with this we can conclude that AI and VR are one of the important part of science and technology, but to control this we need a different laws, we need a different frameworks to regulate this unit. We cannot punish the person on the basis of real world laws because the intention is missing. In some case the intention is there, but in some case the intention is missing. In some case the user might harm by himself. Like for example of that a game which is known as Blue Whale. In that because of that game, people were harming themselves. So there should be a different laws which should regulate this. As this technology evolve, it is crucial to address liability, safety, privacy, intellectual property, and ethical concerns to safeguard individuals' rights and ensure responsible development and use of AR and VR. Thank you.